This is Jason with Chicago News, and this week it's taller than me. We've got the 2018 F-250 Super Duty with the diesel. We're the second year into the redesign. This is now basically shared with the F-150 cab. What they've done is add some height to it though, so the overall cab is taller, but you also have these taller headlights and everything just has a more imposing look on this bigger Super Duty. One of the first clues you get as to how much luxury you're going to find on the inside is every time you open the door, the motorized step comes down to meet you. So we're going to step on up, check it out on the inside. It's not every day you're driving a pickup truck that has almost 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, can tow almost 18,000 pounds, but also has a massaging seat. That's what we're doing today. The first thing I did when I hopped in this F-250 Super Duty Limited Edition is turn on that massage seat, because if you're gonna have a truck with a massage seat, why wouldn't you turn it on right away? The seat itself is already really comfortable and has both heated and cooled functions, but adding the massage really just takes the cake. It just takes it to that next level of luxury that you wouldn't expect in a truck that can do this much work, but certainly would come to expect from some of Ford's top-level trucks. In addition to having such a comfortable seat underneath me, you got a nice heated steering wheel here. It's a really cold day outside, but really comfy and cozy in here. And all those features and all that capability does come with a cost. I mean, these trucks can easily push $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 fully optioned out. It's really a lot of money for essentially what is a work truck. The Super Duty is the work truck version, the bigger stepped up version of the pickup that Ford offers, the F-Series. New for last year is the aluminum cab and bed, which essentially now is shared with the F-150. The frame and everything is bigger and the cab is higher, but essentially shares a lot of parts, the cab, the interior, that sort of thing. If you've been in an F-150 that's highly optioned out, this feels exactly the same on the inside. So what are all these features we're talking about that are available in this thing? Well, certainly every safety feature you can imagine. You've got radar cruise control, you've got lane assist, you've got blind spot monitors, rear cross traffic alert, all those different safety features that you come to expect from most luxury cars are here in this luxury truck as well. There's some available features too that are fantastic. There's a trailer assist that'll actually help you back up. Our test vehicle doesn't have it, but it's available. And even the blind spot monitor can recognize when you have a trailer and it actually adjusts your blind spot based on how long the trailer is. So tons of technology, and combined with some of the comfort features we've already talked about, it's pretty incredible. On top of that, you've got a top-of-the-line Ford Sync 3 system. It's their newest infotainment system, and we've talked about this before. It's really the most fine-tuned version they've come out with. It gives you really great functionality, easy to use. There's all the connectivity you would want with any cell phone, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. As far as plugs and connections too, you've got USB ports up here. You've also got 110 wall type outlet up front in the back. You've got 12 volt ports in the front and the back. There's even an outlet in the bed in case you need to use some tools back there. Just tons of functionality and features all the way through. Another feature that's kind of amazing for a truck of this kind is this roof. You've got a panoramic roof that's almost the entire top of this truck is glass. Really gives you a ton of light when you want it. You can obviously put the shade over it when you don't, but it's just not a feature you see normally in a pickup truck like this. We've been driving across some bumpy roads and it really lets you know that you're in a truck with the ride. It's kind of hard to not have it be that way unless it had air suspension or something like that. But because of that extra stiffness, you've got, at least in this configuration, 4x4 crew cab, you've got 3,500 pounds of payload capacity in the bed, 17,500 pounds of towing capacity. And again, remember, this is a single rear wheel 4x4 pickup. You could option a Super Duty if you get the one with dual rear wheels, get an F-350. You're talking about 21,000 pounds of towing capacity off the bumper, and even more, up to 36,000 pounds if you get one of the higher Super Duties, you know, pulled off of a gooseneck. So you're talking about some pretty incredible towing numbers, and really definitely class-leading towing numbers from a vehicle like this. But, you know, it's what you would expect from 935 foot-pounds of torque. The transmission is a 6-speed automatic. The Ford F-150 has now gone to a 10-speed automatic. Definitely can tell there's a few less speeds in this, but with this much torque out of the engine, it really doesn't need all those extra gears. You've got torque available pretty much anywhere, even down low in the rev range, so it doesn't really need to change gears very often. There's so much torque it actually limits it in first through third gears. It can't really get enough traction. It doesn't really give you full torque until you're at highway speeds, but you know, the amount of acceleration that this thing has when it's empty is really impressive. It's a little slick and slimy out, but let's see if we can see just how fast this thing is. Of course, going right into wheel spin, but as soon as we get some traction, you feel that rush of acceleration and boom, there's 70 miles an hour just like that. It's really incredible for something this heavy. This truck is not light. For it to pull like that it's actually kind of fun to drive. Test vehicle being the crew cab version, got this incredibly huge rear seat, tons of space back there. And our test car even has heated seats back there. Of course, they don't get the massage back there. Another cool feature, these side mirrors are actually power extendable. You can actually push them in and out when you're towing a trailer just by hitting this button over here. There's even a couple buttons to the side here to turn an extra exterior lights on that shine off of the mirror. So if you are in a really dark situation, you need some extra light, you've got that right on the mirrors here. So just tons of features. It's probably the most features I've ever seen built into just the mirrors on any car we've tested. Another feature that's built into the mirror is part of the 360 camera system. So there's a camera on each side mirror. There's obviously one in the front and the back, and it takes all that information, combines it into a 360 view on the screen. Again, just incredible technology no matter what, especially for a truck in this class. Our time is done with this F-250, but this is quite a lot of truck. Of course, it's also quite a lot of money, but definitely are not going to be wanting for any features. You've got all the luxury you could ever want in any vehicle, pretty much. All the features you're going to want, all the technology you're going to want. Also, critically, with a truck like this, you have the most power, the highest towing capacity, the things you actually need to get work done. And don't forget, you can order this from basically no options all the way up to this.